you had a good night rest. This morning, we are going to be focusing on exponential equation. So as we have on the board, exponential equation is what we'll be looking at this morning. So the first question right here is 2 raised to power 2x plus 1 then equals 16. Thank you for joining me. The first thing I'm going to do here is to equate the base here. Since we already have 2 as the base at this side, and at the left-hand side, we are now going to look for a number that will serve as the exponential, or that will serve as the exponent of 2, so that we can obtain 16. And that number is 4. Because if we multiply 2 4 times, we are going to get 16. And since we have gotten this, we can let these 2 numbers go. And once they are gone, it means we are now left with 2x plus 1. Oh, sorry. We are left with 2x plus 1 is equals to 4. This is what we are left with. Okay. Since the base are equal, we just have to equate the exponents. Then we can transfer this one to this end here. If we transfer plus 1 to the other end, we'll be left with 2x. We'll be left with just 2x here equals to 4 minus 1. When plus 1 is crossing, it goes there and turn to what? Minus 1. Then we are left with 2x equals 3. 2x equals 3. All right? Then we can divide both sides by 2. If we divide both sides by 2, we'll arrive at x equals 3 divided by 2. All right? And this gives us x equals 1.5. X equals 1.5. That's 1.5. Okay, that is the meaning of this one. So we have x equals 1.5. So this is exactly what we have today. So let's look at it again. Please, thank you for joining me. If you are just joining me, thank you very much. My subscribers, I appreciate all of you. My viewers in general, thank you very much for being here. This is AZ Science TV, where we solve problems involving mathematics and physics. Thank you for joining me. So let's go back and review what we just did in a few minutes. Here we are given 2 raised by 2x plus 1 equals 16. So what we are simply going to do here is to rewrite this one here and look for a number that can be used as the exponent of 2 to get 16. Okay, the reason is because we have to equate the base. Since we have 2 here, we can make here 2 such that we can cancel these 2. But before we can do that, we'll look for an exponent that will be on these 2, okay, so that we can obtain 16 when we evaluate this. And that exponent is 4, because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, then times 2 again, we get 16. So that is 4. All right. So since we have achieved that, we can let this go since they are equal. All right. Then equate the bases. We equate the bases. So we equate the exponent rather. So this is the exponent. All right. If we equate the exponent, we'll have 2x plus 1 equals 4. Then we are to transfer plus 1 to the right-hand side. And when we transfer plus 1 to the right-hand side, it becomes minus 1 here. Then we are left with only 2x here. Okay, then 2x gives us 3, because this is 4 minus 1, which gives us 3. Then we can divide both sides by 2. And when we do that, we are going to obtain x equals 3 over 2, which is 1.5 or 1.5. So this is the very first question for today. I hope we are following. Please put your questions, suggestions, and comments, okay, on the comment section. Just put it in the comment section. I'm going to respond as soon as possible. So thank you very much for being here. So let's solve the second question for today, for today's early morning breakfast mathematics show. Here we have number 2. Question number 2 is 5. 5 raised to power 2x. 2x minus 3 equals 125. 125 raised to power x minus 2. So this is another question. This is the second question for today's show. So here we have 5. Then we have to look at how we can change the base here to 5. So that is exactly what we are going to do. So since we have 2x minus 3 here, okay, here we bring in 5. And what will be the exponent of 5 to get us 125? 5 times 5 is 25 times 5, 125. So it will be 3, right? So we are going to raise this to the power of 3, then use the 3 to multiply x minus 2. So we have achieved that. We have gotten what we are looking for. So 5 times 5 times 5 will give us 125, right? Because 5 times 5 is 25. Then 25 times 5 is 125. All right, so that's what we have gotten. Then we can let this one go since they are equal. Then equate the exponents. If we equate the exponent, we are going to have 2x minus 3 equals 3, open bracket, x minus 2. This is what we are going to have. Okay, so we are going to eliminate this bracket. We are going to remove this bracket or clear the brackets. So let's rewrite it. We are going to have 2x minus 3 equals 3 times x is 3x. So we are going to write 3x here. Then 3 times 2 is 6. And we have minus here. So we are going to bring in minus here. Right? Now it is time to bring like terms together. Okay? We are going to bring this 2x to this other side and bring minus 6 to this side. Right? So we are then going to have 6. If minus 6 crosses to this side, becomes plus 6. Then here we have minus 3. Then on this other side, we already have 3x. 3x. Then if 2x crosses to the other side, to the right-hand side, it changes to 2x. Changes to 2x. So this is what it changes to. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Equals to 3x minus 2x is 1x, which is the same as x. So it therefore implies that x is equals to 3. This is the solution to this particular question, to question number 2 for today. So what we are given here is 5 raised to power 2x minus 3. And this is equal to 125 raised to power x minus 2, or to the exponent of x minus 2. Now, what we are simply going to do in this case is to equate the base. So if you can equate the base, if we can equate this base and strike them out, and then we can now have to equate the what? The exponent. So that was what we did here. We repeated this one here. Then right here, we are to make the base equal. So we have made it here, we have 5 raised to power 3. So 5 raised to power 3 will give us 125. Then this 3, which is the new exponent, can be used to multiply x minus 2. All right? So with this already done, we can strike it. Since they are equal, we can just strike them out. Then we equate the exponents. You can see that the exponent has been equated. Don't forget, the topic is exponential equations. Now it is time to collect like terms. Okay, we try as much as possible to have positive values. So here we have minus 3, and here we have minus 6. So when minus 6 is crossing to this side, it changes to plus 6. Minus 3 did not cross, it has to remain minus 3, then equals to, then 3x did not cross, okay, but 2x is plus here. When it is crossing, it changes to minus, so it becomes minus 2x. And 6 minus 3 is 3, equals to 3x minus 2x is x. So the implication is that x is equals to 3. This is the solution to the second question for this morning. Now let's go over to the next question. The next question, which is number 3 question for today, early morning breakfast mathematics show. Question number 3. Question number 3. We have x plus 1, 3x, 3 raised by x plus 1 equals to 27 times 9 raised by x. So this is the third question. This is the third question. So we are going to do the same thing. Here, we make all the base to be 3. Here is 3. So we are going to write 3 raised by x plus 1. Then 27, okay, will be 3 raised by 3. 3 times 3 times 3 will give us 27. Then times, here, we are going to have 3 again. And this will be raised by 2. But the 2 will be multiplied by the x here. Okay, so we have x here. You can see that they are now very much equal, but we have to combine these two using the law of multiplication of indices. The law of multiplication of indices. So we come here and we are going to have 3 raised by x plus 1. Just repeat this here. Then here we have 3. Since the bases are equal here, just add up what we have as the exponent. So we are now going to have 2x. 3 raised by 3 plus 2x. In this case, we have achieved what we are looking for. So we can strike out this. Don't strike out here, okay, because you have to simplify this one together, okay, using the law of indices, then before striking with this, right? So the implication now is that we are going to equate the exponent, which is x plus 1 here at the left-hand side, equals to 3 plus 2x at the right-hand side. So we can collect our terms. We can collect like terms. So in this case, we are going to have 1 minus 3. When 3 is coming this way, we have minus 3. And this is equals to 2x. We are left with 2x here. Then this x will come here. Okay? Transfer the x from the left to the right. That gives us x, which is 1x. Then 1 minus 3. Remember, we are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. So we are going to have minus. Then 3 minus 1 will now be 2. Okay, that is how you handle it. Then here, we have 2x minus 1x, okay, which is x. The implication now is that x equals minus 2. So this is the answer to the third question. All right, it is as simple as this. So let me review it again. Let's do some revision. Okay, now we are given 3 raised to power x plus 1 equals 27 times 9 raised to power x. So the logic here is to equate the denominators, is to make the denominators equal. Okay, here we have 3. So we want to create 3 here and also create 3 here. So once we produce 3 here and here, so here we already have 3, right? So we have 3 is x plus 1 here equals to 3 here. 3 is already here because we have made 3 to be here. Then raised by 3. Okay, because this is what will give us 27 here. Then times, then here we have 3 raised by 2. Okay, but you know we have x here. So because 3 raised by 2 will give us 9, then we have x here. So multiply it by x, right? Then this is not the time to strike out because we still have 2 numbers here. So we are going to simplify these 2 numbers and just pick one of the bases. Since they are equal, take one, then add up the exponent. This is the law of indices. And this law is called, the principle here is called the law of multiplication of indices. So just pick one of the bases, okay, or one of the bases rather, since they are equal, then you add up the exponent. Now we have simplified the right-hand side. We can now strike out. Since they are equal, we strike them out. Then we have x plus 1 here equals to 3 plus 2x, as we did in the first and second question. Then here, we collect the terms. Similar terms should be brought together. So since we already have 1 here, or plus 1, this is plus 3. Cross it to the left-hand side, it becomes minus 3. Becomes minus 3, and this is equals to, here, we are left with 2x. Then this is plus x. Okay, it is plus. When it is crossing, it changes to minus x. All right, so 1 minus 3 is minus 2, and 2x minus x, or 1x, this is 1x. Okay, it's like 2 minus 1, all right? So 2x minus x is x. Therefore means that x is equals to minus 2. So this is the third question that we are going to solve this morning. So let's quickly go to the fourth question. We're looking at the fourth question. It's question number 4. Question number 4. And that is 4 raised to power x minus 2 equals to 8. Equals to 8 raised to power 1 minus x. 1 minus x. And this is the fourth question for today. So we are still going to do the same thing. We are going to make here and here equal. Okay, we can't make here 4. If you make here 4, if you leave it as 4, we can't get 4 here. So we look for the smallest number that can be raised to a power that will give us 4. And that is 2. Okay, because 2 squared will give us 4. Then use the 2 to multiply the exponent, which is x minus 2. So that's why we have 2 here, multiplying the x minus 2. And this is equals to, since we already have 2 here, we can do the same thing here. Okay, so just place 2 here. Then what are we going to make the power to give us 8? What are we going to place here? We'll place 3, right? But that 3 will multiply 1 minus x, right, to give this. So since we have achieved this, then strike it out, strike the base out. When we strike out the base, we'll now be left with 2 to the bracket of x minus 2 equals to 3, then x, right? So here we can multiply. Okay, we multiply out the brackets. When we multiply out the brackets, we are going to have 2 raised to power x, oh, sorry, 2 times x, and this is 4 here. Just open the bracket, you get this, okay? And this gives us 3 times 1 is going to be 3, and this is minus 3 times x here is 3x. Now it is time for us to collect our terms. Bring similar terms together. Bring minus 3x to this side. All right. So we are going to have 2x plus 3x. All right. And this gives us 3 here. We are left with 3 right here. Then this is minus 4. So take minus 4 to the other side, becomes plus 4. Okay, minus 4 is crossing, it changes to plus 4. Then when we add up these two, we are going to have 5x equals to 7. Because 3 plus 4 is 7. Then we can divide both sides by 5. If we divide both sides by 5, we are going to get, let's just divide by 5 here, and here by 5. And if we do that, we cross this one out. If we cross it out, we are going to have x to be equal to what? 7 over 5. Okay? Then we know that 7 divided by 5. How many times will 5 go into 7? It's only once. And we'll be left with what? If 7 goes into 5, we'll be left 2 divided by 5. This is what we're going to have. Yes, this is the answer, the final answer to the question for to the fourth question for today. So we are giving 4 raised to the power x minus 2 equals 8 raised to the power 1 minus x. This is the fourth question for today, question number 4. Now the idea remains the same, it has not changed. We are to equate this base. So this is 4 and this is 8. They are not equal. Now how do we make 4, how do we make the base here equal? Is by placing 2 and 2 here. But we know that when we raise 2 to the power of 2, we are going to get 4. And when we raise 2 to the power of 3, we will get 8. So that's what we did here, 2 raised to the power 2. Then this new power will be multiplying the old power here, multiply this old power here. That's what we got here. Then this new power will also multiply the power that was initially there, or that is still there, okay? Then what happens is that we are going to strike these two. We strike them out. Since we already know that they are equal, so equate the exponents or the powers, okay? We equate the exponent. Then when we equate the exponent, we can see that the two exponents are brackets. They are all brackets. You can see it here. So just multiply out the brackets. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 2 is 4. We have our minus here. Then at the right-hand side, we have 3 times 1, which is 3, and 3 times x is 3x. Then the minus 1 remains because no change. Nothing is changing the signs. Then it is time to collect the terms. Okay, when collecting like terms, use the unknown. Make sure that the unknown is positive. Okay, when the unknown is positive, there will be no need dividing. But if your unknown is, there will be no need dividing with negatives. Okay, but if the unknown is negative, then no problem about that. Okay, you can collect terms in whichever direction you want. Okay, but to make it positive, that is why we are changing this minus here to this plus. Okay, that's why we transferred minus 3x to this point here, which is now plus 3x, which means we have 2x plus 3x here equals to 3 plus 4, which is 7. All right, so the implication now is that we have 2x plus 3x, which is 5x, equals to 3 plus 4 is 7. Then we can divide both sides by 5. If we divide both sides by 5 here will strike this 5. We will now be left with x here. Then 7 divided by 5 will be here. And when we divide 7 by 5, we are going to get one whole number, 2 over 5. This is the fourth question, and this is all. This will be all for this morning. thank you very much for being with AZ Science TV. We appreciate you for always coming here. Without you being there, I will not be here. There was no need for me to be here, but I'm here because you are there. So thank you for your support, for your kind comments, and for your encouraging words. I'm very grateful. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and keep getting quality content from AZ Science TV. This is a channel where we solve problems in mathematics and physics. All right. So whether you are in art, social science, or any other department, just make sure you subscribe because content is for everybody. Okay. We'll always notify you when it's time for mathematics and further mathematics and physics. All right. So thank you very much for watching. Please do well to subscribe so that you can keep getting values from this channel. So I wish you all the best. Have a very wonderful day, and goodbye for now.